hey, sugar. No, please come in. You caught me. I was just trying to do homework. Try being the operative word. I wasn't really succeeding, you know. Well, I mean, it can't just be me, right? The house is kind of spooky right now. Yeah, being so quiet and all. Oh, yeah, everyone's off on a mission. I know what people say. To study, you need a nice, quiet place. I feel the complete opposite though, so it's kind of a relief that you're here. Now go ahead and get settled. Maybe you can help me stay on track. The homework I was working on, well, I was working on something for English, you know. We're doing Shakespeare, which, if you ask me, is a little boring, but I gotta get it done by this weekend. Hey, you'd think I'd have a partner? Well, I did have a partner, but, things didn't really work out. You didn't hear? Oh, maybe you're just being nice. I mean, everyone's talking about it. You don't gotta sugarcoat it or anything. You really didn't hear? Aren't you sweet? Let me guess, it's because you don't like to listen to gossip. See, I told you were a good person. I appreciate it, but this time what everyone's saying is true. Well, I mean, not all of it's true or anything. It's just, well, you don't want to hear about it. It's okay. You do? I don't know. I just don't want you to look at me any differently. I swear I didn't mean to do it. Well, this guy, he fell into me, and now he's in the hospital. He ended up touching me, which, you know, it's not great. His friends were trying to play a joke or something, but he ended up getting hurt. But I didn't do it. He fell into me. You gotta believe me. It was this whole thing. Everyone was panicking and screaming. His parents asked the school to call my parents, and as you know, Xavier's kind of watching over all of us, so he ended up talking him down. I don't know what would have happened if he didn't. So, needless to say, now I'm down a partner, and everyone at school's really afraid of me. I mean, more than they already are. So, I completely understand if you don't want to eat lunch with me anymore. Since you came into school, everyone thinks you're absolutely amazing. And rightfully so. You are so amazing, and you're so nice, and you're so kind. I don't want to ruin your reputation or anything. So, you know, you'll still eat lunch with me. Well, you don't have to or nothing, but I really appreciate it. Even Kitty kind of keeping her distance. You caught on to that too. Yeah, because of the situation at school. Xavier and the others kind of thought it'd be best if I stayed here and kind of mentally kind of dealt with my stuff. You know what? We don't gotta talk about that. Homework, right? We share the same math class. Oh, good. Because I could really use some help. I'm terrible with numbers. You'll help? Okay, cool. Don't worry, I'll keep my distance and I will not touch you. You don't have anything to be worried from me. Yeah, no, go ahead. Get yourself settled. Get your stuff out. I was working on question 7. Okay. Okay, so question 7. What did you get? 18? How did I get 78? No, I probably messed up somewhere down the line. That's really wrong, isn't it? No, you're probably right. I'm wrong. I'm just gonna X out that and write down 18. Okay. Question number 8. Square root of 18 plus 12. 5x. X. Let's see. I'm sorry. Was I bothering you? No. Sometimes I I told you the quiet makes me go kind of stir crazy. What did you get? You know what? I give up. I just don't think I can focus. No, it's okay. You can keep on working. I don't mind. Actually, I know it's been a while, and you can say no. I completely would understand. Seeing what happened recently. But it's been a while since I was able to get close to anyone. Would you mind if I just play with your hair for a bit? Like last time. It would mean a lot to me. You don't mind? Thank you. Okay, now you can keep working on your stuff and I'll make you feel good. And, we can just relax. I know. It's almost like we're the only 2 people in the mansion. Besides Xavier. It's really quiet. It's kind of nice. Okay, I'm gonna go put my stuff down. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Please. Okay. Okay. Whew, okay. Why don't you just let me know if you notice anything off or if I'm being too rough? Just let me know, okay? So nice. I was talking about your hair, but you're really nice too. It means a lot that you didn't listen to what everyone had to say at school about me. People are saying, I don't know, I put a spell on him or something. Which I did not, unfortunately. I mean, he wasn't very nice to begin with, One of those people always picking on me. Always saying that I'm too sullen. Well, I'm scary. No, you don't gotta help me with the English assignment or anything. You probably already have too much work to do. it was kind of my fault that now we're down a student anyway, so, at least everyone else has a partner. Can't really complain about that. You really want to hear about it? Are you sure? Okay, well, I guess a lot of people don't seem to understand my powers, and I don't really understand it either. When I touch somebody, or they make physical contact with my skin, that is, I end up getting their powers, which, you know, but a lot of people don't seem to understand that, I also get a lot of their memories and emotions and their experiences, which can be a little bit draining, So the others thought it'd be best if I just work through all that before, joining them back on missions. It's not a punishment, it's actually pretty sweet. Yeah, no, it's not really something I enjoy talking about, but not only can my touch hurt someone, but then I get to live with all their thoughts and their memories and their emotions for a certain amount of time. Depends on how long the touch goes. So sometimes I experience people's highest of highs. And that's pretty nice, And then sometimes I get some of their lowest of lows, and that's a lot. A lot to deal with. And some of those, they even stick with me even after, all their memories are gone. Not like I meant to do it or anything. I never really mean to do it unless I'm in a fighting situation. I mean, who would want to get stuck with all those people's emotions, It does make it difficult to practice, Never sure how long I should touch somebody to, knock them out. Or, just to quick bar their powers. It's not really a known set duration yet. Usually the only people who allow me to practice are Wolverine. Yeah, because the healing factor makes it a little bit easier. Let me practice on you? No, I couldn't. There you go again, being so sweet. The absolute sweetest. I don't think I could bear if anything ever happened to you. You mean too much to me at this point. Though it's really sweet that you trust me that much. Not just to get this close to you, but to allow me to test my powers on you. No, I don't think I could do that. Not until I knew exactly how long to do it for. Though it does mean a lot that you do that. I was telling the truth though. Not only do I listen to what everyone has to say around here and at school, but I do kind of end up getting a little bit of a glimpse into people that I touch. Oh, that guy I touched. Oh. Well, let's just say he has some hard parents to please. Guy always thinks he has to be good at everything. Though now I know way too much about football than I ever needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Way too much. And wrestling. I don't like it at all. But it did put him in a new light for me. Not enough to be nice to him, no. Could you imagine? No, but maybe enough to let things roll off the back the way they should. Try not to let his comments get to me or rise to the challenge if he's poking fun. Is there anything else you want to know about people I've touched? You want to know about an embarrassing one? Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you sure though? Alright. Well, once Wolverine was fighting Sabretooth. And well, he was struggling, and so I went up and I touched Sabretooth to try to like knock him unconscious. But then I ended up becoming very animal-like myself. Yeah, now I got the fangs and I got hair growing everywhere. Feet, legs, arms, everywhere, ears. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. I was just walking around as like half me, half monster for a bit. And I had this unbelievable urge to just chase things, you know? A bird, a person, a mailman. Oh my goodness, it was so embarrassing. And that lasted like 3 whole days. Oh, you wish you would have been there to see it? No, you don't, trust me. I would growl at people. I know, real silly. Oh, don't worry, once I'm done, I'll go ahead and brush your hair. I won't leave you looking like little rats. A rat's nest been living in your hair. Oh, you want to hear about Wolverine, huh? Well, again, I have the most experience with him. I told you he's a little gruff on the outside, but he's actually really nice. Pretty kind. Yeah, he's lived a really long time, you know. Way too long if you ask my opinion for anyone to live. Not him specifically, just in general. It seems like really hard to watch everyone you care about year after year, decade after decade, just leave. I feel like Logan has gone through much more heartbreak than a single person ever should. You know, he's participated in wars. I know. Absolutely crazy. So many different wars. And what happened to him when he got the adamantium. Now that is something that I will have seared into my brain forever. You know, without the metal, and I think this kind of attributes to his healing factor, but he actually has control over, you know, bones. Used to be he had bone claws slip out of him. I know, a little bit less terrifying than giant metal claws. Anyway, I always thought that was interesting, but I'm happy he has the metal. At least then his bones don't always have to break. Anyone else? Let's see. I did once touch Magneto. I mean, it was under extreme circumstances, but it was very fast, very quick, you know. So I didn't get like his whole story or nothing, but I understand why he is the way he is, though. He is quite the story, but, it makes sense why he grieved the Brotherhood. They're not all that bad. I know you're still struggling on what you want to do once you're done with school. Whether you want to stay on being X-Men or maybe not fight anyone. Maybe join the Brotherhood. But I can understand why. Even though they might be a bit extreme. I get it. Wanting to feel safe, not persecuted, just for being who you are. Well, whatever your choice may be, you will always have a home with me. No, I'm being serious. Even if you end up leaving the mansion, I don't know, becoming a regular old person, whatever the case may be, you can always come back. Do you want me to put some oil in your hair? Yeah? No, I don't mind. I have a new one. It smells of rosemary and mint. Very nice and refreshing. But it's supposed to be good for building a stronger scalp. Yeah, I can put that on you. It's no problem. Okay, let me go get it. Right here. Okay, just a tiny bit. Let's put it through here, and here, and here. And then a little down the back. I know it smells so good. It's not too much, right? Okay. Now let's work that in. Okay, let's just move your hair a bit. Okay. I didn't want to be too rough or anything. Now you can ask me to do this anytime, you know. I know you enjoy respecting my space and my time, but truth be told, it can be a little lonely all the time. I mean, I know I got good friends here, but I don't know, everyone likes to keep me at an arm's length. I know part of it's me. I'm hard to get to know. There you go again, being sweet. I don't know, I just feel like I can trust you. You haven't given me a reason not to. So, plus you seem to be really understanding. Real accepting. So, anytime, day or night, if I'm busy working on an English project or not, you can go ahead and come to me, and I will take care of you. No, unfortunately, I've never been able to bring myself to be in contact with Professor Xavier. I mean, could you imagine? Luckily, he can always just read my mind, so don't know, I think I'd be scared of what I would find in there. Too many staff secrets. Plus, everyone's entitled to their secrecy and stories. Especially here, I know a lot of people came in because their situations were a bit different or rough, or I don't know, they were scared of themselves. I can certainly understand that. So, until they're ready to share, I think it's best if I try not to delve in too deep. I don't know, maybe one day when I have better control of my powers, everyone will feel a bit more comfortable around me, and then they can tell me their stories. I don't know, a girl can dream. Speaking of powers, how have yours been developing? I know last time we talked, I suggested you should talk to Aurora. Did you get a chance to? I know she's intimidating. You did. How did that go? I know she's really instructive. You want to know if I've ever gotten her powers? Well, would it surprise you to know that I have for just like a split second? I don't know how she does it. All that power just trapped inside of her. I don't think I could handle it. She's a better person than me. I think anytime I would get upset, I would create a storm above me. No, it wouldn't be a storm 24/7, but I think it'd be pretty close. Could you imagine? Anytime you want to hang out with me, you'd have to bring a raincoat. How's that? Good, okay. Let me go get my brush. Make sure it's clean for you. Alright. Make sure you have no knots. I'm not being too rough, am I? Okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm out of practice, being near people. You don't mind me practicing on you when it comes to that? Well, I appreciate it. Oh, don't even get me started. Luckily, I haven't seen him in a while, but I swear every time that Gambit shows up, he's always like, Sherry this, won't share that. I don't need to hear that from him. I don't know. He seems to think we're destined to be or something. Could you imagine me with Gambit? Whatever. I don't think I'm ready for any of that anyway. I'm more content to just be here and spend time with you and Kitty and everyone else in the mansion. How's that? Does it look pretty good? Okay. I promised I wasn't going to leave you with that crazy hair or nothing. I'm happy I was able to take care of you. Also got my mind off of things. Doesn't always feel the best when you have to get left behind. Even though, sweet of them to do it. I'm hoping in the future that everyone at school will just forget what happened. Maybe they'll think it was a freak accident or something. Well, if worse comes to worse, I guess I still have you to eat lunch with. Well, are you ready to get back to work? I know I don't want to do it either, but I should probably get that math done as soon as possible so then I can get started on the English stuff. The distraction was fun while it lasted. But hopefully you got all the questions done. You don't mind if I copyright? Don't worry, I'll try to do it myself first. Trust me, I want to learn, it's just hard. Now let me go put this back. Okay, time to get this hard stuff done. Alright, so what did you actually get for number 8? Okay. Okay, question 9. Oh, it's a word problem. Those are even worse.